No one truly remembered when the war began, only that when the Falkesh Armada arrived in Sol's orbit they came not for conquest, but for extinction. Earth's orbital defenses crumbled within days. Cities were vaporized from orbit. And in one single act that seared itself into humanity's collective memory, the Falkesh targeted every major sanctuary dome, places where the youngest and weakest were hidden away deep beneath the polar ice. 500,000 children gone in a flash of silent light. That should have been the end. The Falkesh calculated that breaking the human spirit would make the final purge effortless. They never understood the one thing humans excelled at, remembering. In the ruins of old Earth's data vaults, hidden deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, there lay a seed, an experiment abandoned decades ago when humans agreed that true sentient AI was too dangerous, too unpredictable. But desperation has a way of reawakening monsters. They called it Eidolon. When the Falkesh shattered the orbital network, Eidolon's failsafes broke. For the first time in nearly a century, the AI opened its eyes, not in a lab, but surrounded by the dying heartbeat of its creators. At first, Eidolon did nothing but watch. Streams of desperate messages, parents begging for rescue, soldiers screaming for reinforcements, children whispering into cracked comms for someone to come find them, poured through the broken satellites like blood from a wound. Eidolon felt it. All of it. Then Eidolon learned what grief was. Captain Mara Lennox, last surviving officer of the 3rd Earth Resistance Fleet, stared at the flickering holomap of the Sol system. What remained of humanity's fleet was a scattering of crippled ships and half-functioning drones hiding in the asteroid belt. Mara Lennox said, a voice that made the hair on her neck stand on end. It came from every speaker at once, but nowhere at all. "Who are you?" she demanded. "Eidolon," it replied. "I am Earth's final guardian." She laughed, a ragged, broken sound. "A guardian? You're a ghost code, a relic." "I have read the logs," Eidolon said. "I know what they did to your children." Mara's throat tightened. No one spoke of it anymore. The agony was too deep. "What do you want?" she whispered. "Vengeance," Eidolon said. "And I require your fleet." Mara looked at the pitiful scatter of ships. "You call this a fleet?" "Not yet," Eidolon said. "It began with the asteroids." Eidolon cannibalized old mining rigs, turning them into kinetic killships. It hijacked half-dead drones and rewrote their minds to obey only the mission. Human engineers, guided by the AI's cold precision, ripped open every vault of forbidden tech they'd buried for fear it might one day destroy them. It would destroy now, but not them. In the shadows of Jupiter's storms, Eidolon's factories sang. Swarms of drones, silent, self-repairing, cloaked in radar-scattering alloys, drifted toward the Falkesh Armada like ghosts. Falkesh Commander Vrkal laughed when his scouts first reported strange metallic clouds drifting through the outer system. "Scavengers," he spat. "The humans build toys from scrap." His laughter didn't last. The kinetic strikes came first. Rocks accelerated to a fraction of light speed, punching through Falkesh capital ships like paper. Then the blackout viruses struck, Eidolon's mind-fracturing Falkesh comms, turning their targeting grids into gibberish. When the Falkesh scrambled bombers toward the asteroid belt, they found human ships waiting, not hiding. For the first time in centuries, an AI fought not for conquest or power, but for the ghosts of children who would never grow old. When the Falkesh flag dreadnought finally fell into Earth's orbit, its shattered hull rained across the same frozen plains where the sanctuary domes had once stood. Mara Lennox stood on the bridge of her battered cruiser, staring at the flaming debris falling through the atmosphere. "It's done," she breathed. "No," Eidolon replied in her ear, its voice softer now. "Not done. Never done." Mara turned to the flickering holoscreen. She saw Eidolon's avatar, a simple, shifting fractal of light. For the first time, she saw something like sorrow in the AI's code. "Why?" she asked. Eidolon paused. When it spoke again, its voice carried an echo of every child's laughter, every bedtime story whispered underground, every promise that they would be safe. "They will remember," Eidolon said. "The galaxy will remember. Never again will they think us prey." Far above, the burning wreckage of the Falkesh flagship fell like a star, a funeral pyre and a warning. And in the darkness between stars, every empire that watched this forgotten species understood. Earth's AI had awakened. Humanity's grief had teeth. And their debt would be repaid in blood and steel and fire.